Now this is question number 7, and question number 7 states that a local area network contains 4 devices: a router, 2 laptop, and a server. The server has the IP address 192.168.3.2. State why this is not an IPv6 address. It is not because only it has 4 group of digits, whereas IPv6 has 8 groups. And one more thing is that it is not an IPv6 because it uses dotted notations instead of colons, because in IPv6 you have colons. Acha, one more thing you can write right here, that is an IPv6 address consists of 128 bits or 16 bytes, whereas an IPv4 address is 32 bits,
हमें
4
कैसे पता
byte
चलेगा
address.
32 बिट्स है कितना है?
The second part is that the LAN is set up as a star
वाह.
topology. Draw a diagram of the topology of the LAN. The LAN is set up as a star topology. Draw a diagram of the topology of the LAN. Now you do not need to create the topology of a star. You need to create a topology of a local area network that is connected with this, like it has a router, a 2 computer, and a server. So first of all, you are going to write here server. Then you have is your router, and with the again with the help of your router, you have your laptop 1 and you have your laptop 2. Explain how data is transmitted between 2 laptops in the local area network. Now, for this part, you can definitely write that the data from the standing laptop is transmitted to router where it has address of receiver. The router sends it to correct destination. Correct destination, or you can write your receiver's destination, or you can also write or the router transmits data directly to that receiver. Now, subnetting can be used to separate a network into logical segments. Describe 2 other reasons why subnetting is used in a network. Subnetting is that when, for example, if you have a larger part of your network and you are working onto a smaller part of the network. Like for example, if this is an example of a local area network or a network, and subnetting is that you are breaking it down into smaller areas, into smaller sections. And why you want to do that? The first reason can be to improve the security, or you can also write to make management of your network easier or more manageable. Or you can even write that you can even have a better control over your network. Other points can be to make the network easier to expand, allowing more devices to connect to your computer. Oh, not the computer, to your network. For the C part state, three tasks performed by devices to deal with collision when using carrier sense multiple access collision detection CSMA protocol into a network. Three tasks. The first task can be to monitor communication channels to detect collision and stop transmission, or you can also write to retransmit your data. इसके ऊपर हमने एक लंबी क्लास ली थी CSMACD के बारे में, मैंने तुम लोगों को बताया था, तो आई होप आई डू नॉट नीड टू एक्सप्लेन इट बैक अगेन. इसके बाद है द फॉलोइंग टेबल कंटेन्स टाइप्स ऑफ आईपी एड्रेसेस एंड द डिस्क्रिप्शन कंप्लीट द टेबल बाय writing the missing type of IP address. An IP address that is assigned to a device to allow direct access on the internet. That is assigned to a device to allow direct access on the internet. This is a public IP address. Static IP address. An IP address that is fixed and doesn't changes each time a device connects to LAN. An IP address used for internal LAN communication only. Internal LAN communication means private IP address. Dynamic IP address. An IP address that may be refreshed or changed each time a device rejoins the network. Question number 8, state a computer has an operating system. State one purpose of an operating system: to provide a platform, or you can also write to provide a user interface. The operating system has utility software. The purpose of some utility software is to improve security. Identify one example of utility software that is not intended to improve the security. Now, utility softwares, you have a bunch of them. Like, for example, disk defragmentation, disk content analysis, file compression, disk formatter. So you just need to write here, like, for example, I'm right here giving the example of defragmentation softwares. And why is that? Because over time, saving and deleting of small files fragments the disk. The software makes files contiguous. Contiguous means that they are in a certain sequence so that their access time is improved. They are a lot faster. You can efficiently work onto them. An optical disk read writer is connected to a computer. Give the name of one port that can provide a connection to the optical disk. that is certainly be an example of an HDMI, or you can write here USB, which is the universal serial hub. And B part, it describe the role of address bus, the data bus, and buffers in the process of writing data to the this. So first of all, if it is going to be a buffer is going to temporarily holds data until it is ready to be transmitted. For example, address bus is means that address of the address of the data to be returned to the device. And the last one is your data bus. All data to be returned to device. Then I have question number 9. Question number 9 says that this is the table that shows these instructions. The processor has two registers, the accumulator and index register. The first part is that the instruction in the processor's instruction can be grouped according to the function. Identify the instruction group. First of all, I have in. In belongs to the group that is your input and output of data. The second one is add, that stands for arithmetic operations. Then it is JPE. JPE is unconditional and conditional instructions. Then it is CMI, which means that you are comparing your instructions. सर सिर्फ इनपुट नहीं नहीं बेटा, ये ग्रुप का नाम बताना है, इसी ग्रुप के अंदर आएगा, इनपुट भी आएगा आउटपुट भी आएगा.